everyone. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate it. I've got Allan here. Allan, you want to just say a quick hi?
Uh,
We are going to start off right at 2 o'clock. I know we've got some people that will be coming in as we get started, but we want to make sure we're respectful of everyone's time. The way I want to just do this real quick is I'm going to just tell you a little bit about who I am, what I do, and then part of the reason why we're doing this, and then introduce Allan to you at that point. What I'd love to tell you guys is that my name is Brian Sherwood. I'm with Sherwood Enterprises. I'm a small consulting firm out of Connecticut. My job in many ways is to help my customers to understand their customers better. But as a small business owner, I oftentimes have difficulty getting in front of who the right people are and finding leads, and then also just managing my calendar and all kinds of things. I also run a networking group called Network in Action. And that's where I met Allan. Part of what I do with Network in Action is what I think is kind of, it identifies with my faith-based stuff that I do in my business and in my life. And that's the importance of relationships. And by connecting with people in person, you get to be exposed to all kinds of great information and new ways of doing and thinking about business. And that's really why I wanted to highlight Allan. Allan's a member of my group, but he's just been amazing since I've gotten to know him over the last couple of years. Just so you know, Allan is a serial entrepreneur. He comes to us from Brazil, but he came on to the U.S. from there with a mission to create a company for his employer. And he did that successfully. And when they wanted him to come back, he said, I think I'm going to stay here in the US for a while and try my hand at some things. And so he's been creating businesses ever since. I think even offshoring, or not offshoring, but selling one off and divesting from it and moving into other places. But I just get really jazzed when I talk with him because he sees things in a different way. And so when I talked to him about what kind of content we could do, he said, well, I'd love to talk to people about automation and AI. And I just know that it's one of those hot topics out there. As a small business myself, many of us are trying to figure out how do we compete with some of the bigger businesses and keep that pipeline going. And honestly, I've been hesitant to use some of the tools that are out there, one, partly out of fear, but two, partly because I just don't understand it and how I can really make it work for my business. And Allan actually opened my eyes up to some things earlier this week when we were talking. And I got to tell you, I'm kind of on board now. I'm ready to go. But with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Allan in just a moment, because I know he can tell you a lot more about it than I can. Just for some logistics, we do have a question and answer in the at the bottom in the Zoom tools. That's where we're really going to field more of the questions for this. I am going to disable the chat once we're off here, and then I'm going to let the question and answer area be the place where we're gonna monitor that. Feel free to submit your questions, though, as they come in. We're going to do that at the end, but we're going to see them as well. And if Allan thinks he can address it right at that moment, he will. But for the most part, what we're going to do is let Allan kind of talk through what he's going to teach us, and then we'll let him answer the questions at the end as they come through, okay? So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Allan. I'm going to mute myself and turn my video off so you guys don't have to look at this ugly mug for a while. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Allan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you everyone for being here. Let me share my screen and show you what we'll be discussing today. So I like to start my presentations with this statement from Walt Disney, because I'm a huge believer in execution. I think execution is the only thing that delivers results, and I'm always pro action. Let me introduce myself, but before, let me show you what we will be talking about today. We are going to discuss AI and the use of AI and automations to boost small businesses. I will be talking a little bit about do's and don'ts of AI, how to use AI to effectively grow your business, and then 3 easy ways you can start using AI tomorrow. So my goal here is to that you guys leave this meeting with an understanding of what you can do in practical terms to start using AI to really create new revenue, to really boost your businesses. As Brian said, my name is Allan Grossman. I came from Brazil. This is my family. I have twins, 17 years old. They're going to college in a couple of weeks. I have a 7-year-old. This beautiful lady is my wife. We will celebrate 25 years married next year. So I'm pretty excited about that. On the other picture, you see my passion is archery. I have been doing archery for 37 years now. I was really into competitions back in the day. My style is Olympic recurve. And on the bottom, you have a picture of one of my businesses. As Brian said, I decided to stay in the US and start my own businesses here. I started with franchises of OsteoStrong, the one you see on the picture. And then I invested on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu schools. And then later, I created a company called My Clients and a software called GoProft. And you will hear a lot about GoProft today because GoProft, in GoProft, we do use AI to improve revenues. Making the long story short, I have been doing this for over 30 years. I started working with small business owners back in 2005. Before that, I was on the corporate world helping companies to grow. My own businesses closed a little over $3 million last year, 1,500 clients served every month. And I have been using AI very actively on my business for about 2 years now, even a little before ChatGPT came into play. And I'm also host webinars like this one on Eventbrite, and Eventbrite gave me a badge of over 1,000 attendees hosted, and I'm very proud of that. Let me talk a little bit about AI and what's going on. Everybody knows about ChatGPT, and there's a lot of buzz. But when we talk about the small businesses, what I see here is the small businesses are starting to use AI, and the adoption of AI by small businesses is growing, but the smaller small businesses are still not using AI the same way the larger small businesses are. So when you look here to this, the information on this slide, 75% of small businesses in the US are using some form of AI. But businesses that are above $1 million in revenue, 86% of them use AI. And when you look to businesses that are under 100K per year, only 66% are using AI. And what that means is there's a huge opportunity for small businesses to effectively use AI to grow their revenues, to grow their sales. 82% of small business think AI tools are effective to grow. And when you ask small business owners about AI, and this is a survey that was done last October, people think AI can improve decision making, which is absolutely true. AI can help small business to compete with larger businesses. And this, for me, was a kind of a pretty good insight. And talking to Brian, Brian is on one of the things he does is marketing research. And then he was explaining how using AI, the small companies can compete with giants like Cantor, because now you have the ability to generate, to analyze lots of data that wouldn't be possible, something that wouldn't be possible to do without using AI. AI helps customer acquisition. I will be talking a little more about that. AI can help you to improve client service. And of course, this is what everyone knows. AI can help to create more personalized experiences. So when we are talking about small businesses and growing small businesses, what you have to do is three things. Okay, so if you want to grow your small business, you need to, number one, generate leads. Number two, convert those leads into clients. And number three, keep your clients happy, which means reducing your churn. And today, I will be talking to you about how to use AI on each one of those three things. But first, Brian, you dismissed the chat, right? So guys, type here on the Q&A if you are doing those three things. I want to know if you guys are actively taking action to generate leads, to turn leads into clients, and to keep your clients happy. Have you done those three things today? Type me one in the Q&A if you have done that. So I want to see if you guys are actively working to grow your business. So type me in the Q&A and I will be looking at answers here. Yes, so Amanda, yes, good, that's awesome. Congratulations. Jose, no. So yes, start doing Jesse, yes. Me, okay, cool, guys. So how can you do on a small business, especially when you don't have a big team, how can you do those three things without being overwhelmed? And the answer is keep it simple. So we use the 80-20 rule. If you guys are not familiar with the 80-20 rule, it's a rule that says that 80% of your results will come from 20% of your actions. So this is called Pareto rule. It's it's around there for a while, maybe more than 100 years. And it's absolutely true. 20% of your actions will actually generate 80% of your results. So as a small business owner, if you don't want to be overwhelmed, if you want to be effective, your job is to figure it out. What are the 20% actions that will get 80% of the results that you want? And you need to do this in terms of lead generation, conversion from leads to clients, and retention. Understand what are the 20% actions that will bring most of the results that you are looking for. Now, let's talk a little bit about AI and lead generation, how you can use AI tools to generate leads and to increase your lead generation. So first thing here is you can use AI to predict which leads will convert better, and then to create campaigns that will be addressing those specific leads. And what I mean by that, and the way to do this is you need to have, of course, a database of your past clients, of your past consumer behavior, purchases that your clients made from you, services that you offer to them. So you need to have that information. You can upload that information on an AI engine, and the AI will understand what type of customers buy from you, or what behaviors drive to a sale. And then AI can help you to understand what is the profile of customers that is most likely to buy from you. After that, you can, of course, create campaigns targeting that specific customer profile. This is really, really powerful. As an example, on my OsteoStrong businesses, after I did that, I learned that my target customer are women. The average age is 63 years old. They have high education, so they have gone to college or even further than college, and income is also high. So based on that information, I start segmenting my marketing campaigns to that specific group. I stop posting advertisements for men or for younger women. And this increased my lead generation a lot because I was spending the same amount of dollars, but as I was targeting the right group, I was getting more conversions. The second way to improve your lead generation using AI is, of course, to create personalized content. On my businesses, I have different types of customers. So on my jiu-jitsu business, it's a martial art. I have kids that are doing jiu-jitsu because their parents want to prepare them to avoid bullying. And I have another group that is women that wants to learn self-defense techniques. And I have men that wants to get fit and proficient in the martial art. Those three groups, they are totally different. And the process of making decisions, the process of deciding to buy or not to buy a membership on our Gracie school is completely different. So I do use AI to create campaigns that will target each one of those different groups. The other thing you can do is use AI to improve lead qualification. So guys, if you are advertising on Facebook, or if you are advertising on Google, type me one in the chat if you are doing some form of online ads for your business. If you're doing Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, or Google ads, type me one here in the Q&A, and I will. I want to get a sense if you guys are investing in marketing or not. But if you are, probably you are dealing with the same problem that everybody else has: low quality leads. People on Facebook, they are browsing a lot on Facebook and Google. People are browsing the internet a lot. They are very curious. They click on things. They accept your offer, but then they don't show up for an appointment. They don't take the free whatever you are offering them. And then what you're seeing most is a very large number of leads, a very high number of appointments scheduled for businesses that are offering appointments, but then really low show rates. So if you use AI to qualify your leads along this process, you can increase the show rates, you can increase the chances of getting a sale. So this is super important. And as an example, okay, so Brian, just for everyone, Brian is enabling the chat again. So guys, you can type in the chat, and this will, I will see what you're typing here. So guys, lead qualification. On my Also Strong business, I have an AI-driven form that will collect information from the client and will give me information that will help me to create more specific campaigns, and that will help me to create engagement. And the way we do this is the AI engine will avoid questions that are not relevant for that lead, and will create questions or send questions that are relevant for that lead, being more practical. If someone answers they have osteoporosis, the AI will then send a question about a DEXA scan. Did you do a DEXA scan? What's the number of your score? If they answer, no, I don't have osteoporosis, the AI will skip that question. So this is a way, it's a level above the conditional answers that you would find on softwares like Typeform. So softwares like Typeform have for a long time conditional answers. If you answer A, go on this to the right. If you answer B, go to the left. But AI really boosts this exponentially, and you can have much more sophisticated trees with sub-levels of answers, and this really creates more engagement. Another thing that you guys can do and should be doing is using chatbots on your websites and your landing pages to increase and speed to lead. When you look to the data, most companies in the US, believe it or not, take a long time to answer to their leads and to get in touch with their clients. So when you send a question, and probably all of you experienced that. So type me one in the chat if you ever asked the question, or they gave a phone call to a company or sent an email to a company and never got an answer back, never heard back from them. Type me one in the chat. And then I can see if you experience that. Yeah, one, everybody, right? So if you use a chatbot, you can have an AI engine starting the conversation with your leads and clients, and then your team can jump when it's relevant. Because most of the time, the first questions on conversations are very basic, and AI can answer those questions very effectively. I will show you later an example of how AI can answer those types of questions, and you will understand what I'm talking about. The other thing is, sorry about that. The other thing is, you can run A/B tests automatically. So in the past, many softwares would allow you to do that. You create an email campaign, and then you can create variations of your email campaign, what is called an A/B test. And then you can check which one is generating the best results, and then you can drive more people to the one that is generating better results. This is the basics of an A/B test. What happens with AI is you can not only have A/B tests, but you can have A, B, C, D, E, F, G tests, and AI can run everything automatically. So AI can start doing the test, can start sending emails. The mechanism, the engine will understand which one is getting better answers, and then we'll drive people more emails for the one that is getting you better results. Okay. This is one of the features we do use in GoProft. You can create as many tests as you want, and the AI engine will take over and make sure that your leads and clients will receive the communication that is generating the best results. All of that is the reason why you see a 50% increase in consumer engagement when you use AI to personalize your marketing message. So it's very effective. The results are there. And if you are not using AI to improve your marketing, start doing this right now, because this will help you get more leads. Now, let's go to our second topic, that is improving conversions, how to use AI to convert more of your leads into clients. Number one, you can use the chatbot to take control of the conversation. And in the past, a chatbot would work based on preset answers. So basically, you would train the chatbot with preset answers, and those answers would be static. So if client asks this, chatbot will answer that. If there's a slightly variation on the client answer, the chatbot would not understand, and the answer would not go through, or they would get a wrong answer. Right now, the AI can interpret, can understand the question and give an appropriate answer. So what you do is you train the AI engine with information about your business, with information about your services, and then based on that information, the AI will generate answers very specific to the questions that people are asking. The other way is to use AI to create personalized offers. You can track consumer behavior, you can track responses, and you can track how people is reacting to your communication. And then you can use that information to create specific answers, specific offers. So you no longer need to have one offer that goes to all of your clients. You can have segmented offers that will go to a specific group of clients, and those offers will drive more conversions because they will be more relevant for what that person is looking for. AI opening rates, email opening rates can really improve with AI. And as an example, before using AI on our communications, we had pretty good closing rates, opening rates for our email campaigns. We were seeing something like 35, 40%, while the standard for the market is like 15, 20%. After we started using AI, we are getting over 50% opening rates. It's really, really good opening rates when you use AI. And guys, again, this is because you are being more relevant to your leads. You're being more relevant to your clients. And when you are relevant, they will pay more attention. I think a funny thing here is when I hear someone say, oh, when you're communicating something, you need to be very quick. You need to make it very, very short, super short. And when someone tells me, okay, you need to do very short emails, your content needs to be very short because people will not pay attention to long things. I ask a question: do people read 1,000-page books? And the answer is yes, they do. People read long books. If the book is interesting, if the content is interesting, people will read. So this is the same with marketing. If what they are seeing is aligned with what they are looking for, they will pay attention, they will read. And AI can help you to create things that will be aligned with what your leads are looking for. AI also helps on sales interactions. You can use AI to, for example, create scripts for your sales teams that have a higher chance of conversion. This is just one example. And also, you can use AI to, or AI-driven software to improve your ability to communicate with people. And you can use something like a unified inbox, okay? Use a software that will bring all your different communication channels in one screen. So your team, your sales team, and your team in general will see everything in one place. Actually, this is where and why we started with GoProft. When the pandemic hit, we lost 50% of our clients in Oscar Strong and Gracie. Imagine, Oscar Strong, we were serving the older population, older women. They were receiving the message, stay safe, stay home. Gracie, it's a martial arts, it's a contact sport, like people are grappling each other. So we were shut down for 6 weeks and we lost 50% of our clients. I sat with my team and said, okay, very hard to get new people, very, very hard times. What do we need to do to improve our conversions? And the answer was, in terms of client communication, we are all over the place. We have one software for text message, a different one for phone calls. Then there's people communicating with us on social media, emails, etc. So we start looking for something to put everything together in one place, so my team would not miss conversations. They would not miss sales opportunities because, oh gosh, I can't remember if Mary sent me a text message or an email. And then I was browsing all those software to try to find her message. So when you put everything together, your efficiency increases, your speed to lead increases, and you get more conversions. Okay, so guys, do that. And all of this together will give you 193% more conversions when you use AI optimization. And although this number looks really high, it didn't surprise me, because when you improve 10% here, 15% here, 20% here, the compound effect is very, very high. Okay, so don't underestimate the power of having an AI-driven process to convert your leads into clients, because this will really, really help you guys, and it makes a difference. Finally, let's talk about how to use AI to reduce your churn. Okay, number one, very easy. You can use AI to identify high-risk customers. We are doing this on Gracie Sports. So basically, AI helped us to understand within our active clients which ones are most likely to cancel. And then we can trigger them with specific actions before they cancel. So AI can help us to understand consumer behavior that will drive to a cancellation in the near future. And then what we do is we act on that. And this is where I think it gets very interesting. AI will let me know which customers are more likely to cancel. But if I want to prevent them to cancel, I need to have engagement, I need to have connection, and AI and computers cannot create engagement, cannot create connection. They can help with engagement, but they cannot create really true human connection. So what I do on my business is I use that information generated by AI to allow my team to talk to those leads, to talk to those clients. So every week I generate a report of high-risk clients, I gave this report to my instructors, and they will then get in touch, in personal touch, not text message. They will call because it needs to be a voice conversation. They will call those students to understand how happy they are, happy or not happy they are, what we can do to improve their experience, and so on. So this is helping us to reduce churn. So we have a question here. How or what metrics is AI using to determine high-risk customers? So this depends on the type of business. On my business, martial arts, is frequency. So when someone starts with us, they are highly engaged, they are super excited about the business, and they are coming to our school very frequently, 3, 4, sometimes 5 times a week. As time goes by, people who start losing that spark, they start coming less and less. So AI help us to understand that behavior. AI help us to understand who is reducing the frequency, and then we can target specific actions for that person. On my other business, also strong, that is fixed visits, people need to come once a week. The metric is not the metric is not frequency. The metric is results the clients are getting on the machines. So our at Also Strong, I don't want to go super deep into that, but at Also Strong, we help improve bone density, and our machines will provide biofeedback. So AI helps us to understand what clients are plateauing and are not progressing. And not progressing for us at Also Strong is the major metric to understand a high-risk client. So it's different metrics depending on the business, but it can be frequency, it can be results that they are not achieving, something like that. So Corey, I hope this answers your questions. The other way, guys, is creating retention campaigns. Okay, so use AI to create retention campaigns. You can create different retention campaigns for different types of clients. A woman that is looking for self-defense techniques will react different than someone who is looking to avoid bullying, and will react different from someone who wants to go into a competition. So you can create retention campaigns that will target the specific aspects that your clients are looking for. And of course, you can improve your experience with AI assistants. Like if you can train an AI assistant to deal with basic stuff like reschedule an appointment or cancel an appointment, it will be very, very useful. Something funny happens with me sometimes. I receive a text message from, let's say, my dentist saying, "Hey, Allan, this is a reminder, you have an appointment in 2 days." And then I answer saying, "Hey, please, can we reschedule that?" And I get an answer back saying, "Oh, this channel is not prepared to receive answers. If you need to talk to us, call our office." Okay, so guys, please don't do that. Okay, if you implement text communication with your clients, or if you implement any type of communication with your clients and leads, it needs to be 2 ways. Okay, so please avoid at all costs the software that will give you only one-way communication. There's a lot of platforms out there that will allow you to send text message to your clients, but will not allow you to get the answers back. This for me is super stupid, but there's a lot of software doing this. So don't go for those ones, because they really, really sucks. It provides an awful client experience. And OpenAI did a study, and they found out that AI is helping reducing the churn in 30%. Okay. Now, let me talk about something that is really important, and that you can get a lot of help if you're using an AI system. You all know that a small business and business in general benefit from reviews, Google reviews, Facebook reviews. So positive reviews are super important for businesses, because people most likely will look for reviews before hiring or buying something. So what you maybe don't know is that it will take 40 positive reviews to offset just one negative review. And this is, I every time I see this number, I get surprised, but it's true. It will take you 40 positive reviews to offset one negative review. And the reason is a lot of people, they focus first on the negative reviews. And that is funny because I was with a friend one day, and she was looking to buy something on Amazon, and she was looking like the negative reviews. And when I looked to whatever, and then she decided not to buy because, oh, this product has too many negative reviews. When I look to what she was looking, the business that product has like 98% positive reviews and 2% negative. What she did is she went there and she filtered only by negative reviews. So she was not seeing the positive ones. She was only seeing the negative. And I asked her, say, but did you realize that 98% of the people are talking good things about this product and only 2% are unhappy? And are you still going to make your decision based on 2%? And she said, yes, I don't want to risk being one of those 2%. Okay. So guys, this is customer behavior. People do things like that. Although for me, it doesn't make any sense, but people do that. And what you need to do is to make sure that you will not get negative reviews. And this is where AI plays a role, okay? What you can do is you can use AI to screen the people intention, the person intention, before sending out a review, before sending out a review link. So, hey, Mary, how happy are you with my services? If Mary answers, I'm very happy, AI will answer, okay, that's great. You know that reviews are super important for a small business, so please give me a review. Here's a link. And to make your life easier, here's a suggestion of a review that you could post for us. AI can do that. On the other hand, if Mary answers, I'm not so happy, not so sure, then AI will send me, the business owner, a message saying, hey, you have Mary, this client, she's not totally happy with your services. I call her to understand what's going on. And guys, although I don't receive many negative reviews on my businesses, the ones that I got allowed me to improve a lot because I got in touch with those clients. I understood what was bothering them. I was able to take corrections. I was able to fix things. I was able to provide, to improve the level of services that I was providing for my clients. And I was able to turn negative experiences into positive ones because now Mary was initially not happy with my services, but she received a call from the owner. Owner cares about her. Owner wants to hear what she has to say. So, guys, turn negative reviews into positive ones is a very, very powerful use of AI. With large amounts of data, with a high number of customers, this is something that you cannot do manually. Okay, so please, guys, do use AI to do that. Okay, so this is an example here, how we use GoProft to send AI requests and to screen people. Now, let me give you some suggestions on how to start using AI tomorrow on your business. Type me one in the chat if you want to start using AI in your business, or if you want to improve the way you are using AI on your business. Okay, so number one, chatbots. Okay, put a chatbot on your website, put a chatbot on your landing page, and this will boost your client communication. Chatbots are super smart these days. They are giving pretty good answers to your leads and clients. So do use that. Use the AI review engine, okay? Beat your competition, get more reviews than your competition. I don't know if you guys know, but two things. Everyone knows that a business that gets more reviews get better ranked on Google and Facebook, okay? Because they think, with reason, if a business is getting good reviews, that means it's a good business and they want to promote good business to their audience. So if you get good reviews, you will naturally rank higher. But what most people don't know is the span of time between your business getting a review and your business answering a review is also used by the algorithm as a way to rank you better. Because if you, on top of receiving good reviews, you also answer those reviews quickly, the algorithm will understand that you are a business that communicates very efficiently with your clients, and they will rank you better. And most people don't know that. When I look into most small businesses here, they're not even responding to their reviews. And AI can do that for you. So in my businesses, the AI took over, and all customer reviews are responded automatically in like 30 seconds. I think I set it for 30 seconds. You can set the span of time you want to wait between sending the answer. And the answers are highly personalized. The AI will read the review and will create an answer that is very specific to that review. It's really, really cool. So this is another way for you guys to start using AI tomorrow. And finally, what is called missed call text back. And what that means is someone calls your business, you are not able to answer the phone. Most likely, that person will go to a text message, and in the past, you would answer that text message once you are available. Right now, what you can do is someone calls your business, you are not able to answer, AI will take over and will send a text message to that person saying, "Hey, Mary, I saw we missed your call. How can we help?" And then a conversation that was supposed to happen over the phone was now transformed into a text message string that is easier and much quicker to keep up with. So do use text messages if you're unable to do phone calls. This feature is called missed call text back. We have amazing results using this. I think I have an example here. And really, really, it totally worth it. Tools that you guys can use to start using AI tomorrow. Number one, ChatGPT, everybody knows. The news is ChatGPT a few months ago, ChatGPT created something called GPTs, which is a custom feature that allows you to create a GPT that will be specific to your needs. The good news is, starting this week, this feature was available only for people who were subscribing to ChatGPT, who were on the $20 subscription of ChatGPT. The good news is, starting this week, this feature will be available to anyone using ChatGPT, even people who are on the free plan of ChatGPT. And what this does is it creates custom stuff. Let me give you an example. I share a home office with my 7-year-old daughter, and very frequently she interrupts me here and say, "Hey, Daddy, can you print a coloring page for me?" Jose, it's called missed call text back. Let me put it here: missed call text back. Look on GoProft website. Let me get you my website here. Here, and I think this is, and you'll find it information there. So my daughter interrupts me and says, "Hey, Daddy, can you print a coloring page for me?" And then I go on Google, I like for a coloring page, I print a coloring page, I give to her and said, "I didn't like this one. It has too many elements. It's blah, 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 blah." And then one day I called her and said, "Hey, tell me what you like." And she said, "I like not too many elements on the page. I like thick lines. I don't like big spaces that I need to color because this will dry my ink. And I like animals. I like fairies. I like mermaids." So I created a GPT called Coloring Page. And then once I have that, I can press a button and the GPT will generate a picture for my daughter. Let me see. I don't have it on my screen right now. So this is one usage of ChatGPT. Another usage is right now, you can upload files on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can understand those files. They can understand the contents of the files and generate content and answers based on the information that you're providing him. So this is very useful for you if you want to figure it out client lifetime, a client lifetime value, average ticket, consumer behavior, who is more willing to cancel, things like that. So all of that can be done with ChatGPT. Jasper is also another tool that you can use to create content. It's super quick, efficient. You can use GoProft. GoProft is my own software, and we made it very simple for you to use. So, and there's a ton of AI features embedded into it. Now, let me show you some real examples of using AI on small businesses. On the left-hand side here, you have my partner, Deborah. We increased in $33,000 in 3 months just by using the AI missed call tax back feature. And that happened because sometimes Deborah, usually she works on the front desk, getting clients, new clients and bookings and all of that. But sometimes she needs to be on the mat teaching students because of another structure called day off or they're sick. So she needs to jump on the mat. And when she's on the mat teaching classes, there's no one on the front desk. And then we were missing calls. $33,000 just by transforming those phone calls into text messages. The guys here on the right, they have a very, very good podcast about AI, and they reduce it in 75% the time they need to use to create a podcast content by using AI. Now, let me show you how it goes the missed call text back. So this is an example, and this is a real example. Someone called us, and then we didn't answer the phone. The person received a text message saying, "Hey, this is Gracie Sports. I saw you just called us. How can we help?" And the guy says, "Okay, I want to book a free class." Great. What is your name? Nick. So, Nick, here's what I have on my calendar. And then it gets interesting. As you can see here, the guy answered number 4, okay, which is November 28th. But AI would be able to understand any type of answer. He couldn't have answered 4. He couldn't have answered November 28th. He couldn't have answered the 4th option. He couldn't have answered Tuesday because November 28th is the only day here that is a Tuesday. So AI would understand that and would create an appointment on a calendar. So this is the power of AI to communicate with people that was not available on the older automated assistants. The old automated assistants would work on preset questions and answers. So if the question comes a little different than what was preset in the system, the assistant would not understand and would not answer. AI eliminated that problem. Now, let's talk a little bit about GoProft and why I created GoProft. So this is me, and back in the day, I was really into movies and listening to music, and I used to buy those very fancy sound systems with a lot of buttons and features and all of that. But I noticed my mom, my wife, my kids, they couldn't use those remote controls. Remote controls are awesome. 235 buttons. You can control every single feature of a button, but very complicated to understand. There was like a book that thick to make the thing work. And then Apple came with the Apple TV. And if I remember correctly, the first Apple TV remote has only 3 buttons. And with those 3 buttons, you could control pretty much, you could have pretty much the same sound and video experience that you had using the most sophisticated control. And for me, that was a super insight because I said, okay, this needs to be done in business as well. We need to keep things simple. And when we created GoProft, that was the idea. Let's keep it simple. Let's only put there the features that people need to improve businesses. An example that I like to use is Excel. Excel is an amazing spreadsheet. It's really, really powerful. It has thousands of features. And the average user of Excel uses 5% of the features the software has. And most people get annoyed and intimidated because the software looks too complicated. So most people don't make the best use of the software because it's just too complicated. We didn't want to have that on GoProft, and we made it very, very simple. And to show my appreciation for Brian and for the BNI and for this invitation, I would like to extend you guys an offer that I never made before. That is a free trial. Okay, I never offered a free trial of GoProft before. This is usually what we do. It's $299 per month. There's a $1,500 setup fee. And then when you engage me for a 1-hour consultation about your business, is $750, total $2,500. And today, for you guys on the NIA webinar, I'm offering a 3-day free trial. And what that means is you enter the free trial, I will onboard you, my team will onboard you. And if you decide to continue later with us and convert into a subscription, you will not have to pay for the setup because the setup was waived. So if you want to take advantage of this offer, here is the URL, gomycash.com, check out webinar. Here is the QR code. Just point your camera. Use the promo code webinar on the checkout page, and this will give you the discount. Having said that, I will now open for questions. So please type your questions here on the chat, and it will be my pleasure to answer them.
Hey, Alan, we actually had a couple questions earlier on. I just wanted to circle back with those. And thank you very much for opening up the discount there. That's crazy. Thank you. Was not expecting that. Can I retroactively do that to my account? That would be great.
Yes. Yeah, sure.
No, but seriously though, Mimi Key or Mimi K, she said, hi. She has AI, but it's not capable of attracting traffic. What are your thoughts on something like that, or do you have any opinions there?
Well, that's a good question. And what happens is AI itself will not attract traffic. So what you can do, what will attract traffic is putting out campaigns and putting out the word about your business. So you need to do community outreach. You need to do paid campaigns on Google, Facebook, or LinkedIn, whatever. You need to put your word out so people will learn about your business, and this is what will create traffic. What AI can really help is to make the message more aligned with the target group that you want to reach, and this will increase conversions. So AI is a very powerful tool to increase conversions, but at the point that AI is right now, it's not yet the best tool to generate traffic. I believe in the future it might be because it's developing really, really fast. But right now, it will help more with efficiency, not on creating demand for your business. Does that answer the question?
Well, we'll have to let Mimi answer that. But at the same time, I agree with you. I think after we talked on Tuesday, I had an idea for one of my customers. And I am not a graphic designer, but I'm someone who goes in and tries to understand that customer profile, who the target would be. I just decided to enter into ChatGPT. I said, give me a script for a video that I could use that would talk to these qualities, which I knew were the profile of that customer. So in this case, it would be organic fertilizers for a lawn. So that would be ideal for people with kids and everything else. And it gave me a script in no time. And then I said, give me 2 ads that I could potentially use. Now it came back with some weird imagery,
Uh-huh.
right? So not sure I love all the imagery, right? But it gave me the idea of the kind of ad that I could then go into Canva and create and mimic it, right? So this is stuff that's not my wheelhouse, but I can add value to my customer by doing some of this all, basically ahead of time. We did have a question. Jose asked a question earlier. He was mentioning what was that software, but he was actually talking about what's that stuff in Chat GPT that you were talking about. The new thing is Chat GPTs.
Oh, the new thing is called GPTs. So if you go on ChatGPT, when you log in ChatGPT, I think you will see on the left menu something like Explore GPTs. And if you click there, what you will find is a library of custom created ChatGPTs that people create and make available to anyone else to use. I created one that is intended to help people improve their resumes and make the resume very specific to the position they're applying to. Well, this type of things can be found out. It's called GPTs, Explore GPTs.
Yeah, so it's
Brennan,
basically like setting up a query, and then you can reference
yeah,
that query anytime
it's
later on, correct?
exactly. It's a preset queries that will give you a specific results.
Very good. I had a question. It looks like Mimi did say that that was okay. It worked out. That answered her question. I had a question for you on the I think it was Nick, who is the missed call to
Oh
text.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I saw that question here. Yes, the software will create the contact. So
See, I
that's
think that's amazing too. It's like not only are you missing the call, you're getting data on this person.
yeah,
They're being added into the CRM, and they've
yes.
got a booking. So I think that's pretty cool.
Exactly. So what happens is when they call, the CRM automatically captures the phone number, but doesn't know the name of the person behind that phone number. That's the reason why the first question AI asks is, "What's your name?" So when they answer, "My name is Nick," then the software feeds the CRM with the name. I have another question here. What's the best AI software that I can generate a marketing video for my businesses? I don't have a preferred one, but there's a lot of good options available, including one uh, that I don't remember the name right now, but it's truly amazing. You will record a 2-minute video of yourself talking to the camera, and the AI will then create an avatar of you that looks exactly like you and talks exactly like you. And then you can, after the AI created this avatar, you can type whatever text you want, and the AI will read that text and will talk on that text on your voice with your tone of voice. It's perfect. I don't remember the name. I can send it to you later. So please send me an email, and I will give you a list of good software that you can use to uh, generate video. This is Jesse. So, Brian, if you can take note, Jesse is the one who wants the AI. I can send her a list. Corey,
Absolutely. And Jesse, just so you know too, I have a client who just showed me something as well. I know it's a subscription. All of these things have subscriptions, right? But it's called invideo.io, I think it is. And he showed me the same thing that Alan's talking about there. It blew my mind
yeah.
because he basically just turned a switch and it was his voice doing the narration. And I actually thought he had done. Oh, Jesse, you tried that one? How did it work for you, Jesse? I'm sorry. Maybe let me see if I can do this correctly
Yeah,
here.
let me look here if I can find the.
Jesse,
Uh,
I'm going to try to allow you to talk if you want to just kind of say what
Okay.
your experience was on that.
That, I did use that one, but it used talks, pictures to generate the videos. So it was a little bit off with my script that I was trying to tell. So it's like I had to put in a lot of editing effort to go along with the videos. Well, it's pretty much it's pictures that they use to generate the videos. So it didn't really go so much with what I was trying to say.
Gotcha. Gotcha. No, I thank you for sharing that. And it's good for me to know because I'm always evaluating these things too. What I love about what Alan was talking about earlier is that how all the communication channels are brought into one on his platform. That's what I didn't have before. Now I have that. And so I know that he's going to be investing lots of money in the future as he builds this thing out to be adding more of these types of tools available to us. But I mean, I think that's where we're really trying to get to is there's so many things to try out. We've all got to sort out which ones are the right ones for us.
Yeah.
So, guys, I put in here the link for the video software that I was using to generate the videos. It's called HeyGen. I think they have a free version and then they have a paid subscription. Of course, the free version has limited features.
Perfect.
Brian, we have a question here from Corey. Can you talk more about or show an example of how AI uses metrics to let you know of a high-risk customer or show a screen example? So, Corey, the best way would be to book a call between you and I, and then I can understand exactly what you want, and I can guide you through the process. I can show you real-time examples, and we can, because we need to access ChatGPT, and I need to have a file with data to show you how to do that. So send me an email and I will send you a link to my calendar, and then I can show you on one-on-one Zoom call. How that sounds? Okay, guys.
Right.
Other questions? I think we are on time, right, Brian?
We're on time. We're at 3 o'clock. We want to thank everybody for their time today and sitting down with us. And thank you, Alan. Mimi, we'll get to you in just a second, okay? But thank you, Alan, for sharing your wisdom and your time with us. And we really just appreciate that you were able to give us some more insight today. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to doing some other stuff with you in the future.
Yes, for sure. My pleasure. Thank you all for being here. So Mimi, Hazel Brand, do you have like 2 minutes? I can try to answer your question.
Yeah, let me, Mimi, I'm going to allow you to talk here, okay? Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.